never stop thriving, hustling, and showing up. Because you know, even if tomorrow is not guaranteed, at least you've got control over today. But it's not enough to believe it. You've got to live it too, with the right partner by your side, providing you with all the support you need to forge ahead and reminding you that now it's your time, not tomorrow, today. Today is yours to create greatness, to achieve your dreams, to reach your goals. And with FCMB, today is yours in every way. FCMB, my bank and I.
Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. We would like to remind you that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima says the federal government is committed to bringing over 30 million unbanked Nigerians into the formal financial system. A statement issued by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Stanley Nkwocha Shettima, stated this during a high-level policy dialogue between the Nigerian government and private sector stakeholders held in Washington, D.C., the United States capital. In line with the commitment, the Vice President said there is an urgent need for financial innovation to drive Nigeria's economic and financial inclusion agenda. Global Television has gone live on DSTV channel 365, a milestone seen by both industry experts and the general public as a game changer in television broadcasting. Sharon Ajay has details.
Global Morning, the media outfit's news and current affairs breakfast program, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Media Outfits, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, said against all odds, the dream of achieving DSTV channel allocation has finally become a reality. He appreciated management and members of staff for their dedication and resilience.
So far, I just achieved 30%.
So we have a longer way to go.
Yes,
longer way to go.
I just achieved 30% by being on DSTV. I want us to go further than that. I want our studio to change. I want our professional people to be trained. I have a lot of dreams to achieve in the next 1 or 2 years to come.
Right.
He, however, pledged Global Television's unrelenting commitment to excellence in broadcasting.
Also to thank my entire staff. You have done a very good job. It has not been day and night. We have been battling, making sure that we achieve this goal. The commitment of my entire management staff, the entire staff from the cameraman to the technical people at Global Television has not been easy. It has been a taxful job. Your commitment, your zeal, your day and night activities. I really, really appreciate you people for reaching this point of success at the Global Television.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global Television.
President Bola Tinubu has approved 70,000 naira minimum wage for Nigerian workers, promising to review the national minimum wage law every 3 years. Mohammed Idris, Minister of Information, said the president made the announcement at a meeting with leaders of the organized labor. Before the meeting, labor leaders had insisted on 250,000 naira minimum wage. Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Zephaniah Gisalo, has stated that the Supreme Court ruling on local government autonomy will significantly enhance the socio-economic development of the nation by empowering the grassroots. Speaking in Abuja at the annual retreat on performance management system organized by the ministry, Gisalo emphasized the positive impact of the ruling. The 7-justice panel of the Apex Court, in a judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Ajim, declared that the 774 local government councils in the country should independently manage their funds. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of D.D. Esther Watson-Jack as the head of the Civil Service of the Federation with effect from August 14, 2024. A statement by presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngalale, Watson-Jack was appointed as Federal Permanent Secretary in 2017 and had served in several ministries. The new appointee will take over from the incumbent head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemieson, who is due to retire on August 13, 2024. Members of the House of Representatives has pledged to give up 50% of their salaries for 6 months to address the hunger across the country. During the session, presided over by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu amended the motion, urging the colleagues to sacrifice 50%, of their salaries. He made this plea when it was his turn to speak, seeking their support for this gesture. Minister of Education, Professor Tahi Maman, has waived the 18 years benchmark for admission into tertiary institution. At an ongoing policy meeting organized by the Joint Admission Matriculations Board, JAMB, in Abuja, Maman had announced that only applicants who were 18 years and above were eligible for admission. This had sparked a controversy as stakeholders across tertiary institutions in the country kicked against what the minister said. While reacting to the grumblings from the participants, he insisted that the law required that children should be in school at 18 years, having attended 6 years in primary school, 3 years in junior secondary school, and 3 years in senior secondary school. Meanwhile, Minister of Education, Professor Tahi Maman, says a new curriculum would be introduced for secondary schools nationwide by September 2024. Tahi Maman made this known at the ongoing 2024 Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board policy meeting in Abuja. Maman stated that work is being done to ensure that a new curriculum is introduced for secondary schools by September. The Senate has proposed a bill for the establishment of the Local Government Independent Electoral Commission. This was coming about a week after the Supreme Court ordered the federal government to stop paying allocations for local governments to state government from the Federation account. The federal government, through the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, had filed a suit at the Supreme Court against governors of the 36 states. President Bola Tinubu has launched the Nigerian Education Loan Fund in the Council Chamber of the State House. The president also expressed determination to ensure the success of the fund and the fulfillment of the dream of higher education by indigent Nigerian students. Kike Lomo-Okere has details.
And the Managing Director, Akitunde Sawyer, for their efforts in driving the critical agency.
Earlier said by me, without education, you cannot even successfully conquer poverty, insecurity, and abuse in the society. Education is that light at the end of the tunnel.
The Managing Director, Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Akintunde Sawyer, says the portal has received over 110,000 loan applications so far.
One of the key features when the bill was sent back to the House and for reenactment was that you very graciously included an upkeep element to this. Before, in the previous bill, sir, it was just the fees. Now we're going to be putting real money into the pockets of students and not just saying we're paying your fees, but we know they have other expenses.
The board chairman, the Nigerian Education Loan, Jimovia, says the students' loan scheme seeks to provide financial support, including school fees and stipends, to eligible students nationwide. He further stated that the disbursement of loan to successful applicants during its inaugural meeting in Abuja last month.
the very special importance of education in growing their youth, in encouraging their youth, and for the youth to spearhead the development of their various countries' activities. Of course, the World Bank is there also to play its own role.
Over 1.2 million students are expected to benefit from the first phase of the program. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television.
Widely published. We sincerely apologize for that break. Niger State Governor Mohamed Bago has assured Nigerians that Niger youths will not be part of the planned nationwide strike set for August 1st to 10th, 2024. A widely publicized youth protest has been planned to drive home the current hunger and economic hardship facing the country. Bago made this known during a town hall meeting in Mina, where he averred that the youths in the state were peaceful and will not be drawn into any national protest. Nigeria's leading opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, says it has noted the unprecedented hardship and impoverishment of majority of Nigerians, which they say resulted from the mismanagement of the nation's economy by the All Progressives Congress, APC-led federal government. The People's Democratic Party Governors Forum, arising from its two-day meeting in Enugu, also raised concern that the minimum wage negotiations are becoming unduly protracted, appealing for restraint in the discussions between organized labor and the government. You're watching the Midday News, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV, channel 365 and StarTimes, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When Midday News returns, U.S. President Joe Biden faces new hurdles in his White House bid. We'll bring you this and other stories right after this break. Do stay with us.
Factual and well-investigated stories. Look no further than Global Television. Dive deep into issues with our in-depth analysis and stay informed with our educational and interesting programs. Join us on Global Television, where quality content meets excellence. Follow us on all our social media platforms to stay connected and never miss an update. Global Television, Nigeria, our pride.
Many thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the Midday News. On the foreign scene, President Joe Biden faces new questions over his candidacy in the November election, with his campaign events currently on pause due to a COVID-19 infection. The top two Democrats in the U.S. Congress, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, are both reported to have met him individually to express concerns over his bid for the White House. Not fewer than 16 persons have been killed in a fire outbreak at a shopping mall in the southwestern Chinese city of Zhejiang. Firefighters and rescuers responded to a fire call shortly after 6 p.m. at the 14-story commercial building and pulled 75 people to safety. A passenger train has derailed in India's northern state of Uttar Pradesh, and medics were dispatched to the site. A local medical officer said with footage of the accident showing several overturned carriages. The Shandyag-Dibrugarh Express derailed in Gonga district near the Hindu holy city of Ayodhya at around 2:30 p.m. 7 people have died, including 3 young children and a teenager, in a fire that broke out in the early hours of today in the southern French city of Nice. The local prosecutor said officials were investigating the blaze as a potential arson attack. The mayor of Nice said they had images that clearly showed the fire had been caused, petrol poured into a stairwell by hooded people during the night. Flames engulfed the upper floors of an apartment block in the Moorlands area of Nice, close to the city's airport. A Milan court has ordered the journalist to pay Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni damages of €5,000 for making fun of her in a social media post. The journalist, Giulia Cortez, was also given a suspended fine of €1,200 for a jib on X in October 2021 about Meloni's height that was defined as body shaming. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has sold dollars to eligible Bureau de Change operators at a rate of 1,450 naira to the dollar. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the Acting Director of the Trade and Exchange Department at the CBN, Amadou Mahdi. This comes days after the Apex Bank sold $123 million to authorized dealers. Major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria says the landing cost of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, was 1,117 naira a litre as of July 2024. The association stated that the landing cost of diesel was 1,157 naira a litre, while that of aviation fuel was 1,127 naira a litre. The federal government has stated that it will ensure that Nigerian businesses maximize the benefits of the African Continental Free Trade Area. President Bola Tinubu disclosed this while speaking at the launching ceremony of the Guided Trade Initiative under the African Continental Free Trade Area in Lagos. According to Tinubu, who was represented at the event by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, African Continental Free Trade Area has the potential to transform the continent's economic landscape. In sports, Aston Villa has been given the green light to pursue Nigeria international Kelechi Iheanacho as injury expert Dr. Rajpal Bra allays concerns the Premier League side had over the striker's fitness. Bra, a doctor in physical therapy and sports scientist, told Villa News that Iheanacho's injury history should not raise any red flags for potential suitors, despite his limited playing time recently. The House of Representatives on Wednesday announced the donation of 100 million naira to Nigeria's 2024 Olympics and Paralympics contingent to the forthcoming games billed for Paris, France. The Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, who presided over the plenary in the absence of the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, disclosed this when the House hosted the Minister of Sports Development, John Eno, who was in the Green Chamber to unveil Team Nigeria's Olympics and Paralympics kits. That's it on the Midday News, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.